how to calculate granular NPK rates of input at a specific application rate. This is a very simple calculation to perform and indeed understand. And if you're not already doing so, this calculation will also ensure you are keeping accurate records of your annual NPK input and other nutrient applications such as iron and magnesium. So if you intend to apply a granular product with an analysis of 1266 for example, and you're going to apply this product at 35 grams per meter squared, you would quite simply just take the 12%, which is equivalent to 12% nitrogen, and times it by your application rate of 35 grams per meter squared, and then divide it by 10, which would equal 42 or 42 kilograms per hectare of nitrogen. You can then simply repeat for phosphate and potassium, which in both cases is 6 or 6%, times 35 grams divided by 10, which will equal 21 or 21 kilograms per hectare of phosphate and potassium. Okay, so to take this calculation one step further, we can work out how much we are applying per meter squared by also dividing the amount of NPK per hectare by 10. Taking our 12% nitrogen, we initially times this by our application rate of 35 grams per meter squared and then divided by 10 to equal 42 kilograms per hectare of nitrogen. If we then divide 42 by 10 again, this will equal 4.2 or 4.2 grams per meter squared. Repeat for phosphate and potassium. 6 times 35 grams per meter squared divided by 10 equals 21 kilograms per hectare, and then divide by 10 again equals 2.1 grams per meter squared. In effect, we are taking the number of grams per hectare, and in the case of nitrogen this is 42,000 grams, and dividing it by the number of meters in a hectare, which is 10,000, and this will equal 4.2 or 4.2 grams per meter squared, as we have seen above. Simply repeat for phosphate and potassium, both 21,000 grams divided by 10,000, which equals 2.1 or 2.1 grams per meter squared. Or you could say we are applying 12% nitrogen in 35 grams per meter squared of product and 6% phosphate and potassium in 35 grams per meter squared of product. Again, the result is the same, 4.2 for nitrogen and 2.1 for phosphate and potassium. There's always more than one way to look at the amount of fertilizer you are applying, and we will look at what goes into a bag of fertilizer in a different presentation, but it stands to reason if there is only 24% nutrient, there must be some micronutrients, not to mention carrier involved. Now to put our calculation into practice, let's look at a simple granular only fertilizer program. Starting in February, we are going to apply Evolution 5510, increasing our nitrogen level through the spring summer months by using products such as Marathon Sport Summer 10015 and Evolution 800, and then reducing its rate whilst increasing the level of potassium through the autumn and winter period by using products such as Evolution 407 and Evolution 3022. If we were then to set out our products in the table, it is easy to confirm how much NPK will be applied during the year. On the left hand side is the list of products we will be using, followed by the pack size, the manufacturer, their NPK analysis, the application rate in grams per meter squared, the number of applications, the area, and we can also see the number of bags required for each product. On the right hand side it's the nutrient input per application kilograms per hectare. So we take our first product and apply our calculation, which is Evolution 5510. 5% nitrogen times 25 equals 125 divided by 10 equals 12.5 kilograms per hectare of nitrogen. It stands to reason this will be the same for phosphorus, as this is also 5%, but at 10% this will be double at 25 kilograms per hectare. Go ahead and check one or two other figures. Marathon, Sport Summer, 10.015 for example. 10% nitrogen times 25 equals 250 divided by 10 will equal 25 kilograms per hectare. Evolution 3022, if we look at the 22% potassium, times it by the application rate of 20, this equals 440 divided by 10 will equal 44 kilograms per hectare. As you will see at the bottom of the table, if you were then to add all the NPK figures for each product, this will give you your annual total. Do note the figures are for nutrient input per application. So Evolution 800, which is applied twice, will need to be added twice to give you your final figure, which in this case is 124 kilograms per hectare of nitrogen, 20 kilograms per hectare of phosphorus, and 241.5 kilograms per hectare of potassium.